Hang on, let me have a... Right, hopefully I won't get my throat all groggy. Here we have, this is one of the Fire of London coins that I've just got through the door. Looking at the text, can you remember my old coin? My own collected coin? The things that are called into question still is the lettering in the inscription around the edge, as you can see, is off centre. It rises, nearly going right to the top, but the lettering is 90% better than the one that I showed you before. I don't know what I've done with that coin. I'll have to dig it out. I'll wait until I've got another Fire of London coin ready coming in, and once I get them and sort them out, I'll get my coin. Oh, I know where it'll be. Hang on a minute. No, I don't want to do this to you. I'll keep talking just to keep you interested. Let me see. I should have it in my eBay part. I don't like doing this, to be honest, because everything's in order. I'm going to do it as best I can. If I can't, I'll have to make another video. No, that's not it. That's not it. That's not it. Hang on, I've got to let this fall down. I'll leave you with the oh, come on, stop mucking about. The picture. Oh no, I'm not losing this position because it means I have to go for it all over again. Very odd. Oh, I think this is it. Yeah, right. Now I've got to put something in there to hold the place where it should slot back in. Right. So now I want to go back to... Well, hang on then. Let's do this as well. What do we see? Nice wide rim. Seems pretty consistent. Going slightly thin here. Should be no reason why that should go like that there, because there's no high relief. If I was expecting it to go thin, it would be before... Let me get my... Before and after. So it does go thin, but not enough like normal coins. I mean, you can see it's got edge knocks and whatnot. It's probably a little bit of dirt there, and if that's meant to be, I'm surprised that's not still there intact. It looks like these lines here, so I assume it must be. We'll certainly have a look when I get mine out. Because I don't remember, of course, nice and wide there. Look. yeah, so that coin for the rim at least is pretty good. Um, it's hard to say without looking at a coin on screen to have something to go by other than my coin, because I tell you one thing, that doesn't look right. Don't know why I'm saying that. I suppose it's because everything is curled round. Why should it miss there? Um, I know for a fact that these here, the smoke plumes, are very haphazard. But then I think that's one of the things I would have noted after seeing my coin, because I've actually seen it on eBay where these are very close to the edge rather than being extended. Um, just go because there's nothing else really. I mean, that should be just dirt. So, but the coin actually is pressed very well. It's all the way round, so there's not much to go wrong. Because the other side of the coin, the obverse, should be perfect. Um, like I say, I haven't got anything. I've not studied this particular coin. All I was doing was showing you my coin, where the inscription around the um, milled edge was diabolical. Well, this coin certainly isn't diabolical. Let's go to the head side. No beading, which saves the day, I think, because it certainly looks like a slight lifting here, but it must be so slight. Yeah, look, this is showing those lines, so you can deduce from that whatever you like. We can see a slight um, double rim. Terrible wedge not there. Oh dear, oh dear. And then it comes back again. It's very fine. It's not a bold um, double rim by any means. Um, but I'm surprised with the other side being as it is, the reverse side, why this is here. It shouldn't be here. That this should be sort of the same as the other side, the reverse side, which is not. So that's telling me a little bit of a story. That really is telling me a story, because it sets up the premise of what I've been going on about, the Royal Mint chucking out crud coins. Um, Another wide rim anyway. Starts going a little bit thin there. And of course, see, we've got this inner rim, which shouldn't be doing that either. But it's not bad. The actual outer rim is very good, I think. Elizabeth, she's okay. Second is okay. That faithful GRA and the REG tells you that it's JC. Um, and again, I would urge people that have this coin in their coin set, if it's a proof set, I urge you to, because look at this double rim, it's quite long. I would say at least a third of the coin is a double rim. I think near enough all the inner coin is off. And I'm pretty sure my reason of thinking of these lines, you can see them there. Come on, where are you? Oh, there you are, right here. Yeah, there you go. These lines inside are to grip the inner coin to the outer coin. I think that's what I can safely deduce, but without knowing the you're never going to tell. That could be anything as far as anybody's concerned. But like I say, the reason I've done this is because of the wording. Nothing wrong with the Queen. She looks really quite good. JC's good. Features are good. Perfection. So now, here comes the good bit. And unfortunately, it's not as I expected. Which is a good thing, really. Oh, come on. Right, Dreadful Flames. So we'll start from there. So the is not looking too bad. I don't know why it wants to run away, this coin. The H and E. I want to take a bit of light off, sorry. Yeah, maybe I'm going to look a tad more as it goes. The is okay. Whole is okay. City. The top of the T is a bit iffy, but nothing like the coin I'm going to show you in a minute. In Dreadful, and the only bit that's wrong is the L, and I think that's nothing to do with the striking of the inscription. I'm pretty sure that is where something's hit it, because that L, other than the fact it's not quite gone in the reed, but there is just that slight bit there. But again, that could be edge knock. The main thing is the lettering all around the coin does not fall. Oh, that S, I'm sure that's a bit of a mess. Because it looks like the lower part of the S has gone forward or upwards to the top of the S. They look like two separate pieces. Oh no, there you go. That's better. Right, so that's better. I don't know what was causing that. So you see how easy it is. You've got to really keep these coins moving around so that you can see it stand up, and you can see that again, that it's just a sort of illusion. If you keep your eye on the main S, it's not too bad, but look at that swelling at the back like these letters, and it makes it look a bit odd. So that's something on this coin that I know is true, but the coin is definitely off center. Definitely, without a doubt. I mean, it nearly rises to the top there. Let's have a look, see how it goes for the rest of the coin. No, it's coming down now. It's coming down back to where it was. I think that's where we start. We'll soon find out. Let's have a look. Yeah, it starts, the wording starts centered and then rises straight away. So that's a strike issue. The coin's moved, which now explains why you have all this. Because it shouldn't be there. No, not with the other coin being as perfect, the other side of the coin, the reverse side being as perfect as it is. So there is room. What that is suggesting is there is room in the strike of the pressing of the two coins together, and it's although it's very fine to the eye, it's not to the magnifier. So hang on a minute, don't roll away, and I've got to make sure that I don't get these confused. And I won't go through my coin as well, other than the fact, come on, out you come. I just want to see that bit with the take her away, get her right out of the way because I don't want it getting mixed up. Oh no, look, there. That's weird, isn't it? That's weird. Come on, pen, where are you? There you go. That is open. I'm surprised by that. But also, I think with my coin, these, do you know what I said just a minute ago with these plumes, the top of the clouds, the smoke, these are thin. So hang on a minute, let's get that coin and compare that back. Yeah, they are. These are fat. These are much more bolder. Much more bolder. So that's something you can look out for. Put her back over there. And I'm going to jump straight to the writing now of my coin. Where's the dot? Come on, where's the dot? Should be off the flames, right. So, looking at my coin, you can see that the T is terrible. The E is terrible. The W is looking pretty swollen. The H again is okay. The hole is okay. The E again is floundering. Oh, now hang on a minute. Let me try taking more light off. Yeah, that's better. The city is disgraced. The C of the city is disgraceful. The T of the city is disgraceful. The Y is not so clever. The N has got metal in between the two upward bars. The D has fallen into the ridges. The R again has done the same. The L does seem a bit iffy, I've got to say. Yeah, and there's that D again. Look at it, it's the terrible, terrible D. F, pretty naff. U's not too bad. That L's fallen to the reed. That F is, however I'm trying to make that look good, it's not. Absolutely rubbish. The L's hanging on. Yeah, he's okay. And that's the other thing I noted. With my coin, this coin, the A does not have an extended right leg, which must be a different font. That L could do with a. Now see the S, how much difference that is to the coin I've just received today. It's exactly the same in come on, where's me? There it is. It's exactly the same as in the curves. Um, so you've got to keep this. You must remember this, okay? Because I'm going to flip you back to the coin I've just received. Okay. Right. So the T there is much better. The H is okay, nice and bold. The E is okay. Look at that, beautiful. The W is okay. The H is okay. The O is okay. The L and E are okay. The C is much better. The C I've got on my coin is comes there way back indeed. Um, so sorry, I'm just catching up with myself now. Yeah, the city. The Y is not as bad as mine. In I can't remember my in, but it wasn't bad. The D's okay. The R's okay, whereas mine's not. The top was the top of the R was missing. Now I have to say that's strange because that A, the right leg is short. So I would have to go back and find an A. There should be another A. Anyway, so that's dreadful. F beautiful. U beautiful. L beautiful. This coin is exactly how your coin should be in striking. They should not fall into the grooves of the reading. Yet mine does. Mine's all over the place. Yeah, see that A's got a short leg. I wonder if I got that had that at a wrong angle. Probably. Yeah, so this coin and there's that S. Do you see that S now? So this shadow is the metal. Yeah, this shadow is the metal. If I clean this up a bit, which I'm not going to do because that's all the signs that you want. So you see how much difference there is. The only thing that's really wrong with this coin is the inscription goes off straight away. It goes from centre to straight up to near enough to the rim. Yeah, so I'm glad that I've bought this coin. The lady who I bought it off was really pleasant. I had a really nice sort of little chat with her on eBay. I'm seriously thinking because I've tried selling that coin and no one wants it. Well, I'm seriously thinking about sending it off for um, grading to get a private company to grade it. I don't know how much it costs, but this coin proves that my coin is naff. And what I'm going to do now is going to put that over there, bring this back in, and see if my coin does the same in going up to the top. See that T, the top part of the T is gone. And now I've got to put that light back on to actually bring that into view. And it doesn't. But my coin stays dead centre. So that's the only difference with the one I've just bought, that I've just got. The only difference. See now, do you remember that C? Do you remember the C? The CC? Do you remember that C? Come on, pointer. There you are. That looks more like an L than a C. The only good thing going for my coin is that it doesn't fall into... Oh, the T does. Yeah, and the Y hangs on, but that T does. It falls into the ridge. And that's why it looks so abysmal. So you can twist it and do what you like with it. You're not going to get... Well, I don't know. That is about the best you're going to get it. The only thing I can say about that is that manoeuvring the coin. So if you do it straight down, it loses it in the ridge, and you shouldn't. This lettering should be as bold, like that I and the N. But that D, look at it. Look, how about dreadful flames? And the R top is open. That L is, I think it's like the other coin. It's just pretty poor in being struck. And on my coin, the A is definitely slightly longer on the left. So there's a that D. Look at that D on my coin. Dreadful. quite a and look at that F. Look at that F. Doesn't look anything like an F. So once I get this sorted out with the other coin, I've got another one coming. I'm just wondering how much value it's going to put on the coin. I think I will have to... I mean, look at that F. Jeez, wept. It's disgraceful. It's outrageous. See, I don't know. It's hard. The legs of the M look even a bit funny. One looks longer than the other. And again, the E has fallen into the ravine, and the reed has come up, which it should be the other way round. And like I say, that S is so different. You can see where that S runs. You know, as it comes round here, it goes into a large part of the body and then comes out thin. But that's fine. It can do that. But the rest of it is all metal. That's what's showing, I believe. But that, look how disgraceful that is. Can you not believe it? And no one wants it as an error coin. Look at it. Anyway, that's beyond me. It's proved what I wanted it to prove, that even though in circulating condition. These things are being pumped out. Yeah, look at this girl's plumes of the clouds. They all look very similar, whereas on my coin they don't. So this coin has actually dipped, but it's so insignificant. Yet on the other side, it hasn't. Or the other, no, I should say the other side it has, because you can see the lines. It's losing focus, you little devil. Yeah, you can see it. You can see there's a slight dip. I thought that might have just been dirt, but it isn't. It's the coin that has dipped. But all in all, this coin is much better than mine. I'd rather have this coin in my collection than the one I've got up for sale. I don't believe mine there is as large as this one, but it doesn't matter. The fact that it's where it is, you know, more important. But like I say, maybe people are denying it. Maybe people want to deny that it's in their collection, in their proof sets. Um, you know, 'cause it proves that it's a mug game buying proof coin sets. And unless you can see that coin in totality from the edge, rimmed edge, to either side of the coins, will you be able to tell you've got a proper proof coin? And I suspect that there are probably a number of coins that are like these. You won't see any of this darkness on a proof coin, or you shouldn't see any of this darkness on a proof coin. Because if you do, 9 times out of 10, it's going to show those telltale lines within that darkness. That I believe that's what the coin, when they're heated up and struck, and the inner coin is stamped into the centre, is the issue, and those lines are what grips the coin around the edge. Those lines receive and hold as the coin contracts back to what it's into its position. That's what it does. It attaches itself to those lines. But I'm open to any sort of yeah, see, look how big these plumes of smoke are. Mine don't. Mine are not like that at all. So it's a great coin. I know what I would like to do right now, and I can't because I know as soon as I do it, this camera's going to stop recording. It's a pain in the butt. I really don't understand why that is so. I assume that that the software assumes that you're going off and closes, so that it just doesn't keep recording, which is actually quite a good thing when you think about it. You know, if you go off to have a pee or something and then come back, and that's been recording, you don't really want that big gap, do you? Or if, like me, when I start going off track, or I go and get something like I did earlier to get my coin um, from my eBay pack. Um, I reckon there's probably a good chance that the errors, although insignificantly on this side, will be different. That's just something I forgot to look at. These lines here, these stray lines are going to be the things that go missing or wrong. Little man in a boat. I don't know what that is. I don't know what these are supposed to be. Maybe it's all of the other boats that are racing to put the fire out. But they don't look like boats to me. I don't know what the heck that is. looks like a frog upside down. This is the only one with a guy actually in the boat. I've got no idea what these are supposed to represent. I don't see that there's much really can go wrong, other than if the coin lifts dramatically, then things like this will maybe cause that to move, or if it does move, that will be what will become a planchet. It's just that it's depressed there. Because there's not actually a lot going on with this coin. It's pretty, in the terms of fineness, it's pretty good for a coin that's seen, circulation. What is it, 2016? I think it is. 1668 to 2016. So 16, that's 9 years old. So 9 years of circulation, and you can tell that the rim has done its job just by the amount of edge knocks. I mean, that you can say is definitely nine years of circulation. Actual fact, it's quite bad. It could be even more than 9 years circulation. Can't remember what mine looked like. Yeah, nothing wrong with the writing at all. I mean, it's a blob of metal. I'm not worried about things like that. There's a blob of metal there. And funny enough, JC. Now I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I've just noticed that myself. Look here, the R and the E join as it does here. No, this is not. This is not JC. This is AW. So that's an interesting point. Different designer altogether. I wonder if JC knows that. I can't remember what her first name is. J Cody, is it? I think it is. I can't think what her first name is. Yeah, how interesting. I wonder why he did that. I wonder why because he's nicked her idea. I mean, if I was the designer and saw someone had done that, you'd be pretty peeved off, wouldn't you? That they've nicked your your sort of I can't think of the word, not reputation, but your design, I suppose, because that is unique to JC. This, because she does it not on the RE, not only on the RE, she does it on the REG. No, hang on a minute. I've forgotten what it is. It's the R and E and the G. Yes, it's Reg. Yeah, it's Reg. No, it is right. It's the R and E. I think. I'm not gonna get into that. But she does it on two of the. Hang on a minute. Let's have a look. See if it does it. Let's see if it does it here. Yes, does it there as well. The R and E and the RNA. That's what it is. The RNA. Oh, but this is JC. I was going to say. So the designer of the other side is AW. Now that's odd. I don't know. Maybe no. See, because the AW goes on the outside onto that part. If I was going to say, I suppose, yeah, because these little things and that bit of the building, and it does the same on the other side, doesn't it? I don't know. It's a bit of a thin line. Giving AW credit there. Because, like I say, it's JC's signature. That RE. I wonder if that applies to all coins then. But I don't understand it. This is suggesting that the outer coin and the inner coin have two different designers. Very interesting. I've never thought about it before. It's never even occurred to me before. Anyway, it looks like we're up to our time. I will let you see the next coin in all its glory in a minute. Bye bye.